So we did get some patch notes for multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. We're going to go ahead and cover all of those. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they actually did do some weapon balancing nerfs in this that did nerf some of the guns that are currently broken in Warzone. But we're going to go ahead and talk about that as we get into it. There's been a ton of stability and performance fixes to address issues experiences by players that cause certain items previously unlocked to become unavailable to equip. And this was a huge issue. Be like, how do I unlock this attachment? A lot of people were commenting on the previous video where I did the loadouts, which we're going to go through and being able to do it with the updated stuff as well. Weapons and attachments. The Ram 7 Speedway V5 short barrel attachment is now available to equip in the gunsmith. The equipment, the breacher drone lethal, improve impact detection to prevent inflicting more explosive damage to the player than intended. And this is primarily for a Warzone issue because it could do a one-shot direct impact. That's being improved. Customization. Crimson Fate and Carbon Fate laser attachment skins will no longer appear as default skins when equipped to shotguns. Players who purchase the GGEZ Weapon Vault Bundle will now be able to customize that. Okay, animated emblems are now properly rewarded upon the prestigious, and then the Stormender's priceless interstellar reward emblems will now display correctly. Hopefully, they are fixing this. I know that there are camo challenges that are currently bugged. At the start of season 1, for whatever reason, things just stopped tracking properly on a lot of the camo challenges if you weren't able to get interstellar prior to that, which I know it's a long-term grind, so there's a lot of people out there that missed it. They are definitely bugged if it's just not tracking properly for you and you've already tried to troubleshoot. UIX bug fixes. Kill column of the scoreboard now tracked properly in war. Conversion kit attachment slots for certain weapons will no longer appear locked despite requirements being met. Thankfully, this is one of the ones where it's like, okay, I have it checked off. I got this gun to level 6. How do I not have the attachment? That's fixed. So that was clearly a bug. Exiting Blueprint Preview will no longer kick the player back to the multiplayer menu. When using a controller, hovering over the Santa Slayground Battle Pass sector will no longer kick the player back to the main menu or multiplayer menu. And then clicking the View Bundle button on the Battle Pass in the Operator tab will no longer kick the player. Okay, cool. Progression. Challenges that require enemy equipment to be destroyed will now progress upon destruction. So this one would be for like the grenade launcher, I would imagine. So now everything pretty much counts. I don't know how you do the trophy. You might have to melee that. If you need to destroy the equipment. Fix several challenges, or maybe those are calling card challenges as well. So fix several challenges that weren't tracking. So that's what I was just talking about. Weapon attachment. Ray gun implemented measure to implement illicit usage outside of support modes, and this is specifically for the multiplayer side. Operation Spearhead War eliminated an out-of-map exploit and eliminated map exploits. Okay. Gunfight in private match. Split screen was causing dev errors. Search and destroy. And then the playlist, they've been updated. TDM and kill confirmed are bumped up to 150 and 125, depending on what map and player account you're playing with. Private match with CDL rules enabled. Restrictions now accurate to this specific settings if you want to check that out. And then training course has returned, allowing players to learn basic movement and skills. That's going to be interesting. We might need to try that out if it actually allows to do some tutorial stuff. I wonder if they have like shooting targets, because that just says movement, combat skills. Shooting is definitely a combat skill. Perks, Ghost. The one where you do require movement, it wasn't as effective as it probably should have been, because when you would stop, it would immediately stop. So if a UAV was going, you literally had to be moving for a long periods of time. So they kind of buffed it a little bit because it wasn't really like intuitive the way you would think. Now there's like a 2-second, you got to stand still, and then it'll kick off, and then you'll actually pop up on the mini map when firing the weapon or one of those types of things if you're on the UAV. Zombies dead signal. They added some light armored zombies so that when you do the Act 4 worm inside the Dark Ether, you'll be able to get some plates because basically nothing was dropping. Gameplay contract Ether extraction. Address an issue that eliminate players. I actually saw Biffle run into that one. That was kind of funny when he was farming zombies like a month ago or whatever. Enemies, zombies, ether worm. This is the Grey Lorm. Address an issue that allowed the Grey Lorm to die instantly when spawned in. Yeah, I ran into that one like 4 times. Address an issue where getting eaten by the Grey Lorm. This is the red worm, I believe. Grabbed by a mimic. This is specifically Noah J found that one out the hard way when the enemy had 1 HP. All right, address an issue that displayed incorrect Bruin MK9. Attachments unlock description in the after action report. Cool. Stability resolved. A PC specific crash players encountered at the start of season 1. Fix released on Monday. They didn't announce it. And then added various crash and stability fixes. So that's nice. I was playing on PS5 for a while there for zombies. Now Warzone. Strongholds, Black Site Key will only be awarded the first time the stronghold is completed. Subsequent captures by other squads will not reward a key. Resurgence, redeploy the resurgence. Redeployment mechanic will now be disabled at the end of Circle 3. Wasn't it Circle 4 before? So they're actually making it sooner. I don't think people are going to like that. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I haven't really spent any time doing resurgence, mainly just BR and zombies. But yeah, public events have been disabled in circles 1 and 2, and the chance of public event to occur in later circles has been adjusted. Weapons, looking at a breadth of weapons and attachments to offer, some outliers were performing above expectations. We have taken immediate steps to mitigate them to support a healthy engagement experience through the holiday break. We don't have to wait till January 10th or something for them to get back into work to fix these things. So the DG56, some of these might be heavy-handed too. Just keep that in mind because there's better safe than sorry. So the DG56, which is the burst rifle from MWIII, has been nerfed. So this is going to completely probably remove its two burst potential. It's still probably going to be good because it's super accurate, but it won't be broken levels of good. FR, the same thing. Battle Rifle, the Bass B, got reduced damage. Its minimum, this is the furthest damage, got minor nerf. I don't know if that's going to be enough. It'll probably still be pretty good because it was completely broken beforehand. The Core 45, max damage reduced to 30. That's a 30% reduction in damage to the Akimbo Core 45s, which were pretty good. Almost all the Akimbos were good, as you'd expect, except for the snake shots, not too good. Renetti, Akimbo, max damage reduced to 22. That's a 33% increase from 33. The headshot multiplier also got reduced for the Renetti, so it got like a double nerf. It probably won't be that great, but good thing you get free overkill, so you can go ahead and take double guns anyways. Marksman rifles, the DM56 got reduced. On both ends of that, minor one at range, up close, it got nerfed. So it'll allow the SMGs and close range guns to probably better shine. The KVD Enforcer headshot multiplier drop. The MTZ's Interceptor got a reduction from 2 times down to 1.5. Just for a little bit of perspective, it was doing 95 to the body and 190 to the head, which essentially meant if you got 1 headshot, you can kill with 2 body shots. Or if you got 2 headshots, it was a kill. Now it's going to do about 145 damage to the head based off of this. And that would make it so that you need 3 headshots to get a 3-shot kill. And you would need more shots than that to get a consistent, reliable kill. So they essentially up the TTK by 1 to 2 shots, depending on how it is. It'll still probably be good, but now you're going to need more bullets and it's going to be less reliable, which is nice. I think it'll still be probably good, but it'll kind of have to wait and see how it plays out. The Tire Akimbo, max damage reduced to 70 from 120, which was kind of nutty anyways. That Shotgun Haymaker, max damage reduced to 36. That's pretty good. I wonder how slugs will still work. SMG, the Fennec, was probably a hair too good. This probably had one of the faster TTKs at 550. But now it got like more in tune. It'll probably be closer to 600 TTK, which is kind of where all the SMGs should be. And the SMG meta is probably in a really good spot. All modes, rebalance first person and enemy footstep audio. This is one of the biggest issues, and I'm glad they're addressing it so quick, and hopefully they'll explain here. So since the launch of Season 1 last week, we've been actively listening to player feedback regarding audio concerns in Warzone, especially related to footsteps. This initial update is aimed at addressing part of these concerns and enhancing the overall experience before we head into the holidays. When making changes such as this, there are a complex mix of variables we need to meticulously look at and consider. One of the primary factors to consider is the fidelity of the experience across our titles. To avoid too many large gaps between Warzone multiplayer and zombies, beyond that, changes to things like occlusion, fall-off distance, first-person versus third-person balance, or specific perk mechanics can have ripple effects due to the sheer number of interacting and overlapping sounds in a Battle Royale match. Please know that we're committed to ongoing improvements and ensuring that players can fully immerse themselves in the game while maintaining a competitive edge. Your continued constructive feedback is appreciated, and we'll continue to work towards making Warzone the best it can be on every front. Fix some collision stuff, fix the player allowed to get stuck in a locked building, fix issues. W update this quick. I was thinking, man, it didn't happen on Wednesday. Maybe it's going to happen next week. I'm looking forward to see how this plays out and improves things because this should have some significant changes kind of across the board. Appreciate the support. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.